Hey Scorpio, what's going on? My name is Megan. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like and comment on this video if it just so happens to resonate with you. Today we're going to be taking a look at the person that is on your mind currently. Past person, new person, doesn't matter. Just whoever's on your mind currently. Let's get into it. Scorpios. Person, 3 of Wands reversed. Okay. I'm not going to speak on it quite yet. 6 of Wands reverse. There's a lot of Wands reverse here. It doesn't look like there's a lot of action being taken within this connection for whatever reason. 10 of Pentacles, though. You could be dealing with somebody who's very, very good with money or finances. They're not so good at taking action towards either emotions or love in general, but they're very, very financial oriented. Could be dealing with an earth sign. What else about Scorpio's person? Wow, okay, 8 of Swords reverse. So you're finally starting to see this connection for what it is. I feel like it's taken you a hot minute to sort of understand that this person hasn't been holding on to you. You know, this person acts like they don't care. This person has acted like they don't care, even though I do feel like with the 4 Cups reverse there, they care a lot more than they show you. How they make you feel, though, is like they don't care. So then in turn, it forces you to sort of start looking closer at the relationship, and then you start realizing, well, they haven't done this, they haven't done that, they haven't done this, and then you could confront this person with these things that they haven't sort of done in the connection, and it's like whenever you confront them about it, it's like they don't even acknowledge it. They just sort of treat you like, whatever, I don't care. That's what I'm getting. But now that you've sort of seen these issues within the connection, I'm getting it's hard for you to unsee what you have already seen or noticed. It's hard for you to keep pretending like this is the connection that you want to be in. Yeah, Temperance reverse. You're feeling very, very agitated towards this situation because Star card, you have an idea of how you want your relationship to be in your mind and your life in general. And this person is treating you like you're just sort of like everybody else. They're not treating you with the 4 of Wands reverse. They're not treating you like you're special, like you're a soulmate, like you're a significant, like a spouse, serious significant other. They're not showing that, even though I do feel like they're very passionate about you. That's not what they're showing. Could be dealing with a Sagittarius. But it's like now that you've seen these cracks, though, within this connection, you can't unsee them. But every time you try to talk to this person about it, they sort of avoid it, is what I'm getting. Yeah, King of Cups reverse. This is the type of person that will do anything to avoid opening up emotionally. And let me just tell you, Scorpio, that if someone can't open up emotionally, then is that a connection that you really want to be in? I mean, you're a Scorpio, you're a water sign. You sort of crave that deep level of intimacy on a soul level. Well, I feel like you're dealing with somebody who's very surface level. And at the end of the day, is that something that you even want to be a part of, right? Is that something that you even want to take action towards? Because they're not taking action towards you. Well, if you take action towards them, you don't want it to be a one-sided relationship at the end of the day. This is somebody who would do anything to not open up about how they feel verbally. They may show you physically, but verbally they have a really hard time expressing themselves. And in turn, it makes you feel, even though this isn't this person's intentions, it makes you feel subconsciously like you're not good enough or like you're just like everybody else. This is somebody who has a hard time making other people feel special. For whatever reason. It could be reasons to do with their past. It could be their genetic makeup. It could be just how God made them. I don't really know. But it's like now that you've seen sort of how this person can be, you've sort of seen it. You're really asking yourself, well, is this something that I even want to be a part of? How does this person feel about Scorpio at the deepest level? How they feel about you, I feel like they want to come towards you, right? I can't help it. While shuffling, I saw the 3 of Wands. Well, the 3 of Wands reverse came out earlier. So how they actually feel is way different than how this person comes across, is actually what I'm getting strongly from that. It's like they come across like they don't give a shit and they don't, show you emotions. They just make you feel kind of bad, but they don't realize that they're even doing it because deep down they do want to come towards you. How does this person feel about Scorpio at the deepest level? The Emperor reverse. Okay, there could be some power dynamic issues within this relationship. This person, it could be somebody who doesn't necessarily want kids or a family, and that could be something that really is bothering you because I feel like maybe that's something that you want, or the roles can be reversed as well. Page of Swords reverse. Yeah, again with the authority, the Emperor reverse, Page of Swords reverse. There's a lot of authoritarian issues within this connection. Wheel of Fortune reverse. Yeah, I don't really see a new cycle starting with this person. It's like you're just now starting to see this connection for what it is. And even if they have different intentions than they're showing you, Scorpio, I'm strongly getting the energy like you want somebody who's going to show you. That like this, the way that they're going about this just may not be compatible towards you. They definitely keep an eye on you though, to make sure that you're not with anybody else when you guys aren't together. But I don't see anything new starting because this person doesn't know how to show how they're actually feeling inside, and that's going to be a problem. And on top of that, like I said, you both like to be in charge of situations. So, and that doesn't usually work, right? One person sort of takes the lead. The other person is usually kind of an opposite. Well, it looks like you both like to be in charge and take the lead. And that could be something that's really hindering this person from opening up emotionally. And it's not anything that you've done, Scorpio. It just may be a simple issue of incompatibility. Let's see what the advice is here for you in dealing with this connection. What is the advice for Scorpio in dealing with this connection? Ace of Wands reverse. Okay. If you couldn't quit thinking about them in the past, it's okay to sort of take a break from thinking about them so much, because a lot of times when we constantly have somebody on our mind, it's called rumination, and it's so easy to get into. It's called limerence as well. It's really easy to get into that, where you're just constantly thinking about this person, the situation, the future and what it could be, the past and what it wasn't, and how that bothers you that it wasn't what you thought it would be. We can get sucked into these thinking cycles of somebody. But the moment you stop, and sometimes you have to actively tell your brain, like, nope, we're not doing that. One time I even put a rubber band around my wrist, and every time I would think about the person on my mind, I would snap it to sort of stop. It's just about getting your brain to sort of stop thinking about them. And we can do that by staying busy. You can do that by just actively, anytime you start thinking about them, tell yourself, no, we're not doing that today. We're not thinking about them. Because the less that you think about this person, the more you're going to really get into this Eight of Swords energy even more and see this connection for what it actually is. But it requires you not to think about them and get that distance from them, not just physical distance, but that emotional distance, that communicative distance, all of it. As long as you can get that distance sort of in your brain from thinking about this person, you should be able to move beyond this connection if that's what you want to do at the end of the day. It'll make it a lot easier if you can somehow, some way get your brain to stop going back to them. And I know it's so difficult. Five of Pentacles reverse. Yeah, you don't want to be in a state of perpetual sadness anymore. This is something that you would like to really, really come out of. And you know that the only way to come out of it is to really throw yourself into the things that you love and really get back into your own energy again. Page of Swords, stop sort of worrying about what this person's doing and really focus on what you love, what you want to do. I do feel like maybe you'll stay in communication with this person, because I don't see a lot of hostility. I just see a lot of incompatibility, unfortunately. And it doesn't mean that it can't work out, but in order for it to work out, this person's going to have to learn how to show their emotions. And you're going to have to learn patience, because this person is just not there yet. But if you don't want to be patient and wait, that is totally fine too. It's, these things are not black and white. They're very colorful and very difficult to navigate. That's why I have a job. So, if you're really just not feeling it anymore with this person, and you're starting to see those cracks so much where you just, you have to stop thinking about them. As soon as you do stop thinking about them, you're going to feel so much better, because it's going to bring you out of this Five of Pentacles energy. And when you're stuck in the Five of Pentacles energy, it's so hard to raise your vibration and allow your manifestations to enter into your life when we're in that vibration. It's all about raising your vibrations, right? Getting back into the things that you love, getting them off of your mind. As soon as you do that, I actually think that your divine life partner is going to enter your life. But a lot of times it requires to leave relationships, connections that are in the past. It requires us to leave them there in the past, even though the universe will try and test us before bringing in something new to make sure we're still over the past. So I'm just strongly getting that, just try to stop thinking about them and really focus on yourself. And that's going to bring happiness either way, whether you end up with this person or not. That is what I have for you, Scorpio. Go and hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys on the next one.